show y'all just a small piece. This is just a braid down I did for a basic sewing. It's different braid patterns you can do. But I just decided to do this straight down one. As long as your client's hair is, as long as the braid pattern makes the sewing flat, it really don't matter how you braid it. So.
So Alicia, how long was that hair before you got it?
Oh, it's
Is that the name?
Yeah, and this is the last piece of the braid, and you would just sew this down, but since it's just a demo, I'm not gonna sew this. So it's different type of needles. The one that I'm comfortable with is the curved one. I've seen some people use straight needles. To me, that look kind of dangerous because you can poke them in the head, but whatever you're comfortable with, that's fine.
That was like a upholstery thing. It looked
Yeah,
like
that's what it
upholstery.
is, an upholstery or a fabric needle.
Is it? Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you know how to sew
Used for
clothes,
sofas and.
you know how to do a sewing. As long as you know how to braid, and it's pretty simple. So I would just take the needle and I go ahead and put it in. The thread needs to be knotted just so the track doesn't fall out or slip out.
And we always used to go with the natural haircut or the.
Yeah, I usually do, but if it's like they have different color threads, like you always said. If it's like some blonde hair or something, you want to do like a lighter color instead of black, but. So I thought. After I put it through the track, I just take this needle and put it through the braid and go right back through the track. And this it's like a hole, a loop, and I just take the needle and go through. And I do that at least 3 times at the beginning just so it'll be secure.
And you always start with the hole down there like that, and then work your way.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So you're taking the needle between the braid itself.
Between the braid itself and through the track, at least at the beginning. When you go from the beginning, I will go underneath the track just so you don't have as much shedding. Cause as you wear the sewing, the track is gonna shed, just like your regular hair is gonna shed. So it'll get thinner over time. So to prevent that, instead of going through the track the whole way, you'll go underneath it, and I'll show you that in a second. But at the beginning, you wanna go through it just to make sure it stays connected. And as I move on, instead of going through this track piece, I'm gonna go underneath it.
Oh, you'll loop your thread around it instead of.
So
going
it'll
through it.
be basically like this,
Uh-huh.
and you just put the needle through that hole. And then when you pull it through,
So it ain't.
it'll make a knot.
Yeah, so it's not going through the track, it's just going around.
Yeah, it's just going around it, yeah.
You just went through it at first to get it secured in there.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then you just do that all the way to the end.
So how do you know which way you taking the track? You just take it.
You mean left or right? You can start either way. Since I'm right-handed, it's just easy for me to go this way and then go back. So you can start any way. It doesn't matter which way you start.
So you don't sew it along the lines of the braids. You just, cause I'm
No,
thinking that you're gonna
oh,
sew it onto the braids.
Yeah, as long as you can sew it onto the braids, it doesn't matter. You don't have
No,
to
no,
follow.
like your braids are going straight back. I thought your tracks went straight.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no, no.
So how long does it take to sew in?
For me, from beginning to end, it could take 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on what braid pattern you use. This takes me between 30 and 45 minutes just the braid pattern, and then about another hour or so to sew it in and then style it. You know, if they want it curled or cut. YouTube, really.
I
Yeah, everything's on YouTube, so I just watch people watch YouTube and then just practice it, like on myself or other people.
But it takes a lot of talent to be able to braid your own hair.
I just wanna know how she makes it look natural, like at the top, you know, like how do you blend it so that you can't?
Well, when you get to the top, this right here, I braided this down, but this is the leave out. This is what's gonna cover the track. So when you get to the top, it'll be all the way up here, and you're gonna see this track right here. You would just take this leave out and then blend it. So if you have straight hair, you'll take this leave out and then flat iron it, and then it'll just blend right in.
So you just cover it with
Yeah,
your natural
you'll just,
hair?
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah, that way you can.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
like you still couldn't pull it all back if you see that,
No, you could.
Oh,
You
you
should
could,
be able to.
if it's in.
Yeah, if it's in right, you should be able to. And some people, I didn't leave it out on this mannequin, but some people leave a little bit around the perimeter. So if they did wanna pull it back, you won't see any tracks.
But when your hair looks nothing like the hair that's being sewn in.
You can't do that.
Better
So,
find a clothes.
do you have to dye the hair sometime before you braid it, or?
No, it depends what, I've seen people who wanted like a different color weave and they would just dye their leave out. I don't really recommend it, but people do it just to, blend it in. But you don't have to, no, you shouldn't have to dye your hair to get it sewn, cause it's gonna be covered up, so, yeah, I did my own.
Wow.
Is each one of these on the track by itself?
No, this is individual.
That's,
Yeah, it's different than
when
some
you put
hair.
it in, was it already braided?
I had to braid it. It was loose hair and then I braided it.
I got you.
So now to take it out, you have to cut it out.
Yes,
so
you have to cut it out. Either, it's better if you get somebody else to cut it out, but
Cause you cannot see back there.
yeah.
So you want to cut just the thread, right?
Yeah, you just wanna cut the thread out.
No, you got-
Depending on what kind of hair you use, like the human hair and the real expensive hair, like Ms. Ward was saying, you can reuse it. You take it out, wash it, and then you can use it again.
But you can't wash that while it's in there.
You can do that too. You just gotta make sure when you do it, cause your hair underneath will get wet, that you, get like on a hooded dryer for a good amount of time, cause your hair can like mold and stink and stuff like that.
I'm talking about turning your stomach.
You probably wanna wash it.
He'll be like, is that your clothes? That was my head.
Yeah, make sure it's dry.
Nope.
Cause I used to work with someone who worked out religiously every day, every morning before work. And she had the long braids in that had all the curly weave at the bottom, you know, it was about that long. And, oh my goodness, you talking about would light up the entire building. It was just, cause
She's sweating.
you're
You're
sweating,
Yeah.
and then you're going to the gym and getting in that shower
You're not
that's
getting it
in there.
dry.
You're not drying it, oh.
Yeah. Oh my
Ah,
God.
just the thing of it makes my stomach feel.
So when you take it out, when it's time to take it out, you'll have somebody else do it for you, but all you're gonna do is look for the thread and then just go and cut the thread out. And then it basically just comes out like
It'll
that.
pull out.
Mhm.
So now you see how easy it is to cut your own hair
Yeah.
when you're taking it out, especially if you're in a hurry. See, Miss Sweeney has been doing this a while.
How long have you been doing it?
Something like 15. And I'm 25 now, so.
10 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then that's really it for the basic sewing. So like Ms. Ward was saying, there's different ways to sew. They even have braidless sewings where you don't have to braid, but this is just a basic, easy
So you
sewing.
have what, braided?
Braidless, where you don't have to braid your hair down, it's just like in between your hair, and you sew the track in.
Oh, I didn't know you could do it
Yeah.
without braiding your hair.
Does it last as long?
I haven't personally tried it, but I've seen it, so I'm not sure.
Oh, the one that, you don't have to braid would be, like if you just wanted to put in some hair in, with your natural hair. 'Cause it's
Or for
some
people who
kind of
just
hair.
don't know how to braid and don't they can do it without